Mitch Albom once said, the way you get meaning into your life is to devote yourself to loving others, devote yourself to your community around you, and devote yourself to creating something that gives you purpose and meaning. So, as we kick off our time together this week, by the way, thank you for hanging out with me this week. Y'all are in for a good treat with this one. Is I want us to think together, and I'm just curious, how many of you right now are having a personal growth conversation with yourself? And I'll just call this a series of honest and internal conversations that spark lasting and meaningful change. So, in our time together this week, and the title of our time together is going to be this, is a purposeful manifesto brings meaning to your sales life. And we're going to unpack what a manifesto is by the time we're done here together today. So here's what I want us to think about. And you may want to go ahead and grab a sheet of paper and a pen. And as you start following along with me, you can press pause on this and answer these questions. But here's the first one. What's your purpose? And I want us to think about that. What's lighting your fire right now? In other words, what's that internal spark that makes you come alive? What drives you to do what you do, both personally and professionally? Eleanor Roosevelt, she went on to say this, in the long run, we shape our lives and we shape ourselves. The process never ends until we die. And the choices we make are ultimately our own responsibility. So, the choices you make today decides what happens in the future. And here's what I want us to collectively think about. In this hyper competitive business world, what are you all going to do to rise to the occasion to change the course of your sales career? Or on the flip side of this, are you going to allow the circumstances right in front of you to control your narrative? So, question for all of you. How do you bring meaning to your life, whether this be personally or professionally? In other words, when you get up in the morning, why do you do what you do? What truly matters to all of you? Because many of us talk about finding purpose in our life. However, how many of you right now are building your purpose instead? Because when you start building your purpose, you start building your way. So you may want to start thinking about, hey, Larry, where are you going with this around a manifesto? And simply, a manifesto, and let's just start off by gaining an understanding of it. But the word manifesto comes from the Latin word manifestus, just meaning obvious. But throughout history, manifestos have been particularly useful in getting large groups of people aligned around an idea or a message. We can think about Dr. Martin Luther King and his famous speech, I Have a Dream. It could be the Declaration of Independence back in 1776. The founders around this was all in the United States. Obviously, they believed about humility and their intention to free from the outside rule. And that's why they collectively came together as a group to write the Declaration of Independence. But a manifesto, and here's what I want us to think about, and then I'm going to end this with a series of questions. But a manifesto can simply be your declaration of your beliefs, your opinions, your motives, your intentions. It's just a document declaring what's important to you. And this serves as a statement of your principles and even a call to action. And here's why it's so important. I want us to think where trust and credibility sits in the sales world today. And what can you all do to rise above everybody else? So, here are some questions that I'm going to give you as it relates to just writing your manifesto. And hopefully, this will kickstart you into a really great week. And again, thank you for hanging out with me. But when you write your manifesto, it's just an opportunity for you all to lay it out there by just being real, genuine, and staying true to who you are. I'm going to encourage you all just lay the cards out. Just lay the cards out on the business table for everyone to see. So here's the series of questions. You got a pen? Perfect. Here we go. What do you stand for? What are your strongest sales beliefs? How do you want to lead your sales life and your personal life? How do you define yourself? If you had one idea that could change things, what would it be? And what's that one thing that you believe would change everything? So, as you're writing this, I just encourage you to use strong, decisive words. And I just encourage y'all, define your purpose and stay true to your values. Because when you fail to uncover or struggle to clearly define your values, you're going to wind up drifting along in your sales career. I appreciate each and every one of you for following along with me on this incredible journey bringing selling from the heart to the forefront. It's about being sincere, it's about being genuine, it's about being authentic. And I do know this: authenticity is a lifestyle, it's not a light switch. Authenticity requires practice. And that's what I'm going to encourage you all this week when you practice writing your manifesto. Because I do know this: your clients and your future clients, they'd rather connect to and do business with a sales professional who sells from the heart as opposed to a sales rep who is an empty suit. Have an amazing week. Good luck on writing your manifesto. Take care. Bye bye.